This dude is crazy. This video is brought to you by Beating Black and Blue. Beating Black and Blue, being a black cop in America under siege. Make sure you get my book. Link is in the description section. Also, my brand new podcast, The B. Tatum Show, which is a compilation of these videos and some of my live streams, and eventually we'll have some exclusive streaming on there on specific topics. You can download that also in the description section. Like and subscribe to this on the YouTube channel. Y'all know what to do. Let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen in lay ties, let's talk about this situation. I think the police officers did a tremendous job. Unfortunately, a 14-year-old young girl lost her life in this situation. As authorities describe, a round that was meant to hit this fool hit the ground, bounced up through a dressing room, and hit a young girl, I believe, in the head or something, and ended up taking her life. 14-year-old, didn't have nothing to do with this. But I want to walk through what happened, because this is an extremely bizarre scene of this dude who is a maniac, literally terrorizing an entire store, beating people with bike locks, taking his pants off at some point, and being erratic. And it was actually beating a woman to the point of, unrecognizable, beating her to where people couldn't recognize her. Let me just say that properly. And the police end up intervening. So I'm gonna show you the video. This is kind of what led up to the situation, because everybody sees when the police show up and then the incident occurs. So keep in mind that the police are getting calls. They don't have a surveillance camera. They don't know what's going on. Just imagine how the calls came out when you see a guy doing this. Now I'm gonna play this at a little bit of, I'm gonna move this at a faster speed because it's a 3-minute video, and I'm not gonna take 3 minutes to do this. So the guy enters into the store. He's on a bicycle. He takes the bike up the escalator. While he's on the top of the escalator, I mean, this guy literally, I guess he stole the jacket he got on. He has a jacket on. He takes the bike near the end of the escalator, and then he raises the bike to throw it over the balcony of the escalator onto people who are at the bottom. It looked like he's trying to find a person to throw the bike onto, but unfortunately nobody's down there for him to throw the bike on top of him. Here's the bike lock here that's sitting in front of the escalator that he's going to end up using to beat people with. So once he couldn't officially get the bike to throw over the top on top of somebody, he catches people on the escalator going down. He pushes this lady down the escalator. She ends up escaping. He knocks her to the ground, kicks her. She ends up getting up and escaping. He catches another lady, throws her to the ground, or try to throw her to the ground. His pants comes off. His pants comes off. He takes his pants off and puts his Timberland boots back on. And in this next clip, you can see him attacking a lady and beating her with a bike lock, right? He's hitting her with this bike lock, right? I mean, literally, she's bleeding out over here on the side. He's steady beating her. She's trying to escape, and here come the heroes, right? Heroes with the long gun, look like he got a flex baton, which is a less lethal shotgun, and they're coming in to save the day. They ended up obviously taking that guy's life with 3 shots. One ricocheted off the ground here. I think they think it sparked here somewhere and jumped up into the dressing room where it hit that 14-year-old girl. Now I'm gonna show you another clip of the police actually going in their response from their point of view. And I think this is absolutely tremendous. And I may actually play the video of this because it has audio. So roll the film.
I live on the 2nd floor. Hey, pop it.
So mind you, this dude looked black or Hispanic. That's why his picture ain't out on the news and why nobody cares. He's either black or Hispanic. So he pulls his AR out of the trunk. Pretty much that's what's going on here. It's gonna take too long for them to play this. He gets his AR out of the trunk, loads it, loads the mag in. He's ready for game time. He goes to the front door. They're going up the escalator. Of course, they hear a lady screaming. They get here, and this is the way his tactics work. Oh, I ain't even got the visual. Son, and Nick, you're gonna have to fix this. I'm gonna have to start that part all the way over. All right, so let me play this second clip. This actually shows the police officer showing up at the scene, him getting his rifle out and responding. So I think this is pretty good. I was gonna play the sound, but I'm not gonna play the sound because it takes too long. It's complicated. It's easy for me to explain it. So the cop pulls up after getting the 911 call of a man assaulting a woman, also a man, beating a woman unconscious with a bike lock. These are and they also got a shots fired call that they are responding to as well. Potentially an active shooter at the Burlington Coat Factory. So the officer pulls up, gets the AR out the trunk. He's either black or Hispanic. You can see it by his hands. He's either black or Hispanic. That's why we're not hearing about it. That's why his face ain't all over the news. That's why the Black Lives Matter ain't crying as hard. Because they out here crying, but they ain't crying as hard. So he gets the AR. He goes in. He goes up the escalator. Now, this is the part that I think is pretty good tactics. You got everybody in front of him, and none of them have an AR. When you're in policing, you want the person with the AR to be the person in the front because you have the best opportunity if you are in a gunfight. So he's essentially moving these people out of the way. Get out the way, get out the way, like get back. This guy is less lethal. He definitely needs to get out the front. And the other guy had a handgun. So proper tactics, you put the guy with the AR in the front. Now he's going way too fast. And they're saying slow down, slow down, slow down. Now, operational momentum, adrenaline, everything makes you want to go way too fast. But you have to take slow steps and be methodical in case this dude pops out of, Wonderland and you have to spray him and you all discombobulate because you're moving too fast. So they slowed him down. He's moving at an appropriate speed so he can make sure he's clear. I'm going to fast forward up. I'm going to play actually the sound so you can hear the reason why he went in and approached the situation the way he did. He took off running. The reason he approached the situation he did, he took off running because of the exigency. Roll the film.
Hey, she's bleeding. She's bleeding.
Okay, she's bleeding. She's bleeding. That created what we call exigency. And people are gonna question, why did they shoot the guy when he didn't have a weapon? Well, they get in the call that he's beating somebody nearly to the point of death. He's a violent person with a bike lock. They had a call of a shots fired. So they don't know if this guy is an active shooter or not. He goes here, the lady's bleeding, it's exigent. They don't know if he's actively beating her and trying to take her life. They have to defend her with deadly force. He catch him right here. He give him commands. The guy bends over to grab something. He could be grabbing the bike lock. He could be grabbing a weapon. He could be doing anything. So in this situation, it's appropriate to use deadly force against him because he's already shown an act of tremendous violence. They got a call of a potential shooter. He's not listening to commands. He's still, dodging behind the thing, and they need to take action, right? So I think this is justified. He gave him 3 shots. And unfortunately, one of those shots went through this room and into the dressing room where it killed the 14-year-old girl. He is literally sitting here in his underwear. He took his pants off at the beginning and running around crazy. So he didn't make it, which I'll leave it up to God to decide if that was a good thing or not. But he didn't make it. Now, the activists are coming out in full throttle. I want to say a word, but I'm not going to use it. They're coming out full throttle ridiculous, right? They want an investigation. We need an investigation into, could he have de-escalated? Listen, there is no de-escalation in a situation like that. When a person is actively attempting to take the lives of other people, there's a bunch of people in the store still are open to becoming victims of this person who's violent. You can see blood. You can see the fact that he's bludgeoned a lady. She's probably unrecognizable in the face. He beat her with a bike lock. So she's probably unrecognizable. You see the violent tendencies of this person. He hear the police. He got one time to give up. And if he's not giving up, you have to take action to protect other people in the store, right? They don't know if he's finna run to the back and hold somebody hostage. They don't know if he's finna run to the back and beat other people with a bike lock. They don't know if he has a gun or not. They have to take action, and deadly force is authorized. 3 shots. Are you trying to take his life? No, you're trying to eliminate him as a threat. 3 shots, put him down, and he didn't make it past that point, which is, I would argue is probably not a bad thing. So kudos to the police officers for responding and saving the lives of people. It's very unfortunate that the young lady lost her life. I think their family set up a GoFundMe. I'll put the GoFundMe link in the description section. It's in the article that I got, but I'll put the GoFundMe link in the description section if you guys want to go look that up. Let's see if they have the link here. And it just says GoFundMe. So if you can probably research it and find the GoFundMe link. If I find it, I'll put it in the description section. But I just wanted to give a synopsis of that police-involved situation. I know it's blowing up. People are talking trash. They talk about police. And like I said, because he was black or Hispanic, nobody cares. This will not make big-time headline news. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Download this on our podcast. Make sure you get my book, Beating Black and Blue. It's available on Amazon. If you got the book, make an Amazon review. I love you guys. See you on the next one. Talk to you on the next one. I'm out.